Hey guys, today's question is what do you see? And that's so important because if you don't know how you're looking at something, then everything's going to seem pretty simple. So let's give it a shot. Let's figure out what we're talking about.
Click, 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 click and a pick it. Click, 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 click and a pick it. Click, 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 click and a pick it. Click, click, click.
So before we get started, I want to do a brief little intro. My name is Vern Danke. This is my very first vlog, and it's a lot of work. I'm not used to doing something over and over trying to get it right, other than editing a photo. So I appreciate you watching, becoming a part of this, and I thank you for those that will continue on and become a part of my journey from the very beginning. So a little about myself. I'm a fine art printmaker. I have a website called clicknpicket.com. I do a lot of travel photography, and for me this is a way of showcasing that, a way of giving back, a way of learning, sharing, growing, and becoming a part of something bigger than myself. And I hope with your help that we can make this happen. So let's get started. So today, what do you see? What do we see? So when we're young and our minds are trained to look at things, this is kind of how we look at things. We see it just in the simplest perspective. So here we have apple. It doesn't say what the apple color is. It doesn't say if it's big, it's small. It doesn't tell us anything else about the apple other than apple. And here we have lemon. Lemon. Doesn't tell us the color, doesn't tell us the shape, doesn't tell us anything else. And that's what I'm kind of getting at. We're trained in this simplistic way to just see things quickly, to understand what it is, and then just to move on and shift our focus to something else. So when I ask you the question, what do you see? Chances are the first thing you're going to say is, I see a door, because that's how we're trained to look at it. We're not trained to think beyond. Hopefully that makes sense. So what do you see here? Obviously, it's a door, right? We see a door. It's a full-size door. It's a brown door, but we do see a door. Now, if you say, I see dead people, well, then I guess there's that. But most people will technically answer a door. And that is probably 20% of what we need to see. So if we look at this door, if we look at it really close, we see something. We see grain and texture in the door. And texture usually runs one direction, or the grain, I'm sorry. So that's one thing that we see. Now if we look at the door some more, we see curves, we see woodworking. Somebody put this door together with many pieces. It's not just one solid piece. Now if we stand back and you look at this to here and back, we have a cross. If you get far enough back here to get it, there we go, see? And if you look down below, it's an even bigger cross. So we have patterns, we have shapes, we have grain, we have angles, we have pieces. All these things make up this door. Now, it's more complex than just a door when we can dig into it and think about it on this level. So here we see angles. Somebody has made angles into the door, right angles, okay? And then they also made this bevel. You can see that there. And you can use that to your advantage. Maybe you made a photo that just kind of shows it at an angle. You know, maybe you use that in some way to highlight something. Maybe you put somebody's face or head right here into this angle and took a photo. So you can use this door in many different aspects if you know how to look at it, instead of just seeing it very simplistically. So that could be something strange, you know? You could turn it like that and make something different. Just use your mind, use your creativity. You can also take and shoot down the door for something different and unique. Now, how many people look at a door like that? Almost nobody. Why? Because we're not taught to look at something in different ways than what we normally see it straight on. And if I were to take and shoot straight up on the door from the bottom up, that would be different too, right? It's the same principle. So what we need to do is we need to look at something for all of the potential and value that it can hold and have. And that's how we're going to expand our creativity.
So if you see things beyond just a door, then what's going to happen is over time, you will unlock your mind and open up the door to creativity.
All right, so to sum things up, basically try to look at everything beyond face value. Try to look in depth, look for shapes, look for patterns, look for grain, look for shadows, look for different angles. Try to view everything differently than you would normally view them if you were to just look at them straight on in everyday life and how you interact with things. So that's pretty much why I made this video. It's somewhat simplistic, but the meaning and the importance are huge. Even in my own picture taking, I've learned that you need to train that eye. You need to know what to look for, and you need to do it just that fast. There's times I'm picking up my camera and I'm moving it that fast to get a shot because I see something and I react. And so you need to be able to have a very fast eye and mind working together to be a very fast photographer. And that will help you with, especially with your street photography, and your thinking will help you even in life to look at everything in all the different facets and ways and shapes that you can look at them. All right, so thank you, and if I've helped you, please click subscribe, throw me a like, and check out my Click and Picket website. That would be great. Thank you so much.